before our day, I did a lot of strength training and cardio. I did some one-on-one personal training, some group training sessions, a lot of high-intensity interval stuff. But it would last a couple months, and then I'd either get injured or bored or burnt out, and that would be the end of it. Typically, my end goal was always weight loss. You know, I always thought the more reps I did or miles I logged would ultimately get me to my goal, and I really measured it in terms of whether or not that number on the scale moved. I guess my view of exercise now is more performance-driven. Instead of, you know, thinking about that number on the scale, thinking about how much weight I can move, thinking about more specific goals in terms of weightlifting and adding weight. And then as a result, you end up getting a little bit leaner. I guess the other side of it was I had to get out of that mindset of being afraid of lifting heavy weight. I think that's a common misconception with women in particular, thinking that moving heavy weight is going to make you bigger or bulkier. And you know, I found the opposite to be true, and I finally embraced that, you know, let's move some heavy weight, and then I got leaner as a result of it instead of bigger. My goals when I started were kind of general. I was looking for kind of general fat loss, improving overall health and fitness. The coaches kind of worked with me a little bit on choosing things that were more specific and measurable so that you could kind of track that success. So I chose more performance-based goals, increasing deadlift weight, being able to do a push-up, being able to do a body weight pull-up. And you know, so far I have either achieved or exceeded all of the original goals that I set. I would definitely recommend Results Driven to anyone who is tired of kind of trudging along in whatever program they're in, and they really want to change things up and get more specific and meet their goals.